we're going to play a board game showdown with the Now You See It board game from 1975. We're going to play it. We're going to ask the questions. I showed you the box. Now we're going to play it. Now we're going to do part one. Line one. Letter. Person there is what you're saying. Hog, you got it. Hog. Now with the three-letter words, you have 3 points here. Player one. 3 points. Now we gotta go to the next word. Next word's gonna be what? Next word's gonna be worth 9 points. Where get the 9 word. Letter. A train place for heroes. Letter. Indianapolis. You got it. So, player two, we're up to 9 points. Now we gotta do the next one. Now we gotta read the next one. A body of land in the water. Letter. Island. 8 points. So you got. You both are tied 9-9. Player one, player two, you're tied. So now let's go to now we'll go to line number 2. Line number 2. A round trip to nowhere. Letter again. Carousel. You got it. Carousel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got that word. 17 points again. Now we gotta do the other part. Other thing. Doesn't happen very often. Letter. Seldom. You're on a roll, player one. You're getting up there. Player two, you got some catching up to do. So now let's go to the next part. A family affair. Letter. Mafia. You got it. It's 5 letters. So you're up to 14. You should get a little catch up. You're up to 14 now, player two. Player one is winning. Now we'll read the next. Go to line number 3, Mafia. Now we'll go to line number 3. Number 3. He danced before the Senate. George. Letter. Murphy. So you, yeah. We didn't need me. Now we'll go to the next part. Just another old plug. Letter. Hydrate. Now we gotta do the next one. Some animals fight with these. Letter. Tusk. You got it, tusk. Now we gotta go to line number 4. We gotta move it up to line number 4. We gotta move this to 4. We gotta move it up to 4. Tony won Now we gotta read. Let's talk about being twisted. Letter. Pretzel. That's got that. No, you got that wrong. Now let's do the next one. Let's read the next one. Talk about being straight up and down. Letter. Elevator. 8 more. Now let's do the next one. Talk about being hot. Letter. Pteroid. 6 more. 4. Player 1, you got 47. Player 2, you got 29. So player 1 is it said 1 part 1. Now we gotta do part number 2. Dog. What you say? Yes. Yes, Dinky is what you say. You say yes, doggy. You again. Now we gotta do this part again. Now let's start the reading. Part 2. If you're playing poker and get 5 cards of the same suit, what do they call it? Line 4, position 3, flush. Now we're going to read the next one. What dictator took power again in Argentina? Line 2, position 8. Perón, correct. Now we're going to read the next one. William Mattel would have felt at home here? Line 4, position 6. Sherwood. You're doing a good job. Now we got to read the next one. In the stock market reports, what name is always linked with Jones? Line 1, position 11. Dow. That's correct. Now we'll read the next one. What metallic element nicknamed Quicksilver is used in thermometers? Line 3, position 8. Mercury. Now we're going to read the next one. What American billiard player won 46 world titles? Line 2, position 5. Hope. That is correct. Now we're going to read another question. What's another colorful term for a drunkard? Line 4, position 4. Lush. Now we'll go to the next one. What's a nickname for a helicopter? Line 2, position 4. Chopper. Now we gotta go do another one. Another question. Mary or Mara? Line 1, position 6. Mame. Now we gotta read the next question. What Hollywood columnist was famous for her section of hats? Line 2, position 5. Hopper. Now we gotta read another question. Robin Hood rarely left the line 4, position 10. Woods. Now we gotta read another question. What kind of sweet potato is often served candied? Line 1, position 4. Yam. That's correct. Now we gotta read the next one. What was the nickname of Mexican Revolution Franciscan Valley? Line 2, position 1. Panko. That's correct. Now let's read another question. A honey of drink. Line 1, position 8. Mead. You got it. 9. Now we're going to read another question. Last one, part 2. Hong Kong and Asians are named used in conjunction with what kind of illness? Line 4, position 3. Flu. You won part 2 and you won part 1, so you're winning player 1. At least you did some catch up because you're an 84 player too. Now we gotta do part 3. Now we're gonna do this. Did the phone in, okay? What we can use that no phone in. Now we gotta see what we can do here. Now we're gonna go to part number 3. Whoever wins that will play the solo game. For $10,000. Whoever wins this. Now we're gonna read it. Name a leading public opinion poll. Line 3, position 1, Gallup. Now we're gonna do this one. What was Kranko's DeBeersman's most prominent future? Line 4, position 11. Nose. Now let's read the next question. Name a Scottish breed of black beef cattle. Line 2, position 10. Angus. At least you got up there finally again. The player 2, because you got 96 points out. You had 84, now you got 96. Now let's read the next question. What kind of jacket is worn by the Eskimo? Line 3, position 6. Parka. Now let's read the next one. An astronaut's nickname. Line 2, position 12. Gus. You both are over 100 points. Player 1 and player 2. Player 2, you got 110. Player 1, you got 143. A toy on a string. Line 1, position 11. Yo-yo. Now let's read the next question. Up in arms, line 4, position 2, hog. Now let's read the next question. Famous scouts, line 1, position 9, boy. Now let's read the next question. Little Rock is the capital of what state? Line 3, position 7. Arkansas. Now let's read the next question. What is the nickname for the level treeless plant in the Arctic region? Line 2, position 1, tundra. Now let's read the next one. What a car does when it stops. Line 3, position 6, park. Now let's read the next question. What boat had a cargo of Paris? Line 3, position 7. Ark. Now let's read the next one. What a slang term for a sailor. Line 1, position 7. Gob. Now let's read it. He ran his own blood bank. Line 2, position 4. Dracula. Now we're going to read the next. What's the name of fashionable hill in San Francisco? Line 1, position 1. Knob. Now we got to read the next one. In the traditional New Year's song, what's the word between Allah and sane? Line 2, position 9. Lang. Player 1, you have 194, and player 2, you have 146. So player 2 wins the game and goes to play for the solo game for $10,000. So let's go do it right now. This is part 4. Locate of a prize fight. One ring. Correct. Navy submarine ammo. Rick over. Now we're going to read this one. A famous baby food. Milk. Composer of where's that? Verdi. Next, pistol inventor. Derringer. Next, we got Japanese dwarf plants. Bazana. Now we're going to do German proposer. Taint. Largest elephant. Dumbo. Now we're going to do name associated with Marcus. Nemus. Metallic element. Tungsten. You got them all, you won $10,000. Player 1, you have 194, and there's no one, so we round off. You have $200. Player 1 plus the 10,000. You won, so you have $10,200. Player 2, you have $150. So player 1 wins the game with 10,000 and the 200, which is 10,000. So player 1 wins the game. So we played a great game here with this Now You See It board game from 1975. So we will show you the box again. We'll show you that box again. Right there. There it is. This is the Now You See It board game from 1975. So this concludes our show. So we'll close our camera.